Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today let's talk about jacks. So you've bought a new torque converter, you've bought a new clutch, you have a whole new transmission, or you're doing a transmission swap in something, and you want to do this yourself. You don't want to pay a shop to do it, and that's commendable, that's great. I wish more people would do that. But you're trying to pull a transmission out of your car or your truck, and how are you going to get it out of there? What are you going to use? Will a regular floor jack work, or should you invest the money and get a transmission jack? Well, I think it's each their own, but from my standpoint, I really feel like a transmission jack is the way to go. And let me show you what we're going to be working with today. So here is Harbor Freight's 2,000 pound low profile transmission jack. I have just recently used this thing to pull a transmission out and reinstall it into this 2012 Crew Cab Silverado. This truck came with a 6L80, and that transmission weighs at least 250 pounds. It's all there. It's comparable weight to a 4L80. So I went ahead and I've lifted this thing all the way up in the air. It's about 31.5 inches tall, fully lifted. Good things about this: you have your sliders to adjust, so you can kind of hold the transmission in place. You can secure that with a wrench or leave them loose. Kind of depends on how you want to go with it. It has the ability to, adjust the pitch of the transmission, and if you need to actually tilt it to the side, left or right. It has tabs for a chain securement to hold the transmission in place, where that's all well and good, but it kind of comes off as I was using it. Didn't quite hold, so I'll probably end up cutting these brackets off, and I'll put something a little bit better on there to like put a ratchet strap, a big thick ratchet strap or something like that. But compressed to the ground, this thing is about 6 inches tall, and all the way down, got 4 independent swivel casters, and your jack handle will turn 360 degrees, so wherever you're at, rolling around on the concrete trying to make this thing work, you can get to it. To show people what I've previously been using, another one of Harbor Freight's little jacks. I think I've had this close to 10 years. It has seen a lot of 4L80s, but the problem is once this thing gets up in the air, it gets a little unstable, and I just don't like being underneath vehicles with that. So anyway, going back in with that 6L80 on this transmission, got it lined up, tilted up, and I think once I had the transmission underneath the truck and on this jack, I think it took less than 5 minutes to stab the transmission, which is very quick for the first time using this. This is the first time I've had a really good transmission jack, and it made my life so much easier. Anyway guys, my final thoughts. It's a good jack, good price. I think it'll do whatever I need it to do for a long time. The construction on it is really well done. There's a few things I'm going to change. I'll probably end up, like I said, putting in a different type of securement for the transmission, like a strap system. I do like the fact that it does have a good lift height. I do wish it was a little bit lower to the ground. I think there should be a way for it to be at 4 inches, in my opinion, but for the money, I think it's well worth it. Like I said, this is nothing that Harbor Freight gave me or paying me to say any of this stuff. This is just me using this thing one time and having some pretty good luck with it. And overall, I'm pretty happy with it. So if you're kind of on the fence on a jack or anything like that, I do recommend it. If you do a lot of transmissions, I do happen to build a lot of transmissions. I don't pull a whole lot of them, but it does give me the option to be able to do that. Like I said, I have been using that cute little guy for quite some time, and I just felt like it was time to upgrade to this behemoth. So like I said, you know, kind of pick your poison with it, I guess. But all in all, my opinion on it is money well spent. And you know, if you have any questions, feel free to hit up the comments. And y'all guys have a good one. We'll catch y'all later.